Good afternoon, beautiful. Nice to see you again. This is Sister Keisha with Movements for Change. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/movements with an SFOR, change, Movements for Change. And I started this journey into video blogging, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm on the roll. As you all know, I am a therapist and also a transformation coach. So helping everyone transform, not change, but take who we are and make ourselves better. And that is exactly what I do with Movements for Change. And these video blogs are driven by my experience as a therapist, but they are more driven by my own personal healing journey and the space that I'm in right now in my own life. I decided to just be transparent and be honest and be true about who I am so that I can help other people heal. And transparency, vulnerability, it hurts and it's scary, especially the place where I'm coming from. It's scary because, you're risking abandonment, rejection, criticism, but what the heck? We have one life to live, right? So I'm going to get right into this video and what I'm here to talk about today. I want to talk about anger, that emotion that masks itself in so many ways. We never really know if we're really angry because a lot of times we're emotionally repressed when it comes to anger. So I want to talk about some of the key signs that you may be repressing feelings of anger. And I have some notes here on a piece of paper that I'm going to read from and I want to share with you today. So a lot of times we think anger is like, I'm angry and I'm going to punch a hole in the wall. But we have little ways where anger, when it's repressed and it's been pressed down, hidden, how it creeps up in our lives and it shows in our day-to-day doings. And I'm going to share some of my personal experiences that when I had to be honest about the fact that I was struggling with anger and that I had unresolved feelings towards, whatever situations that may have happened in my childhood with family members. I just had stuff that I really needed to work through, and I struggled with communicating it, and so I just pushed it away. I just thought if I ignored it and created a facade that it would just go away. Well, it just grew into a monster inside of me, and of course I was personally having an implosion where on the inside it was just all about to just blow up. And that's when I started on my healing journey. So it manifests in many ways for many people. And, if you're watching this and you feel that you may be angry and you haven't addressed it, just think about your day-to-day interactions, your relationships, how things manifest at work. And it can help you to start to pay attention to triggers. So let's get into the steps, why don't we? Well, not steps, but signs of repressed anger, right? So healthy anger is like, how to set boundaries. You know how to say no. You're not really worried or preoccupied with not being liked because, you got to take care of yourself. That's when it's healthy. You might be angry at someone, and instead of trying to integrate with that person and still maintain a relationship, you say to yourself, you know what? I'm not really feeling good right now, and I don't think it's time for me to have a relationship with this individual, right? That's healthy anger. You know your boundaries, you know your position, okay? When anger isn't healthy and when it's repressed, you do not know how to say no. You say yes, you yes your way into everything because you figure integrate, get close, even though you're not prepared. Okay? So that is one sign of repressed anger. Are you constantly saying yes? Are you constantly looking for approval and validation through being a yes person? Okay? Being afraid of being rejected or abandoned if you do say no. Right? So that's one sign of hidden anger. All right? This is a big one. Little things bother you. Have you been in the gym and, the person didn't wipe down the machine and you're getting upset? Or, you're that person at work that always complains about things that are happening around you, or little things that people do that are irrelevant to you. They just bother you. You just find yourself being bothered by everything. That is a sign that there's bigger anger that you feel you can't control and you can't address. And so the areas that we can't control, we take the things that we can control, we take that energy and put it towards that, right? So having little tidbits of things to complain about, because you don't have the guts to really address the big stuff that are really bothering you, or you don't know how to communicate it, or you don't have the words and the know-how to communicate how you're feeling. So you find that you're focusing on small details, right? That is a sign of hidden anger. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about rejection. I touched on it in the first one when I said, setting boundaries and being afraid of rejection. So, oversensitive to criticism. That is a sign of hidden anger. Okay? Healthy anger, you're aware, you're conscious of yourself, and you know if you're being criticized, if it's constructive or not, and you know when to respond and not to respond, right? Hidden anger is when you feel explosive about criticism and you take it as a sign of rejection and you personalize that experience. It's a sign that you're really, really angry about something and you just have not addressed it. And so you're going to internalize an experience that really has nothing to do with you. Okay? And last but not least, but there are many other signs that I'm not touching on. I'm just sharing my personal experience with anger. If you have your own experience with repressed anger, please hit me up. Leave a message. Send me a personal message. Let's talk about it. Let's share. But the last one that is a novelty. Like I was the queen of this for a really, really, really long time. And it's self-sabotage. So there's this opportunity and you wait until the last minute to respond when you just missed the big opportunity. And it's like, this idea that it never works. Nothing ever works for me. Self-sabotage is an internalization of anger. So instead of addressing this big anger, and this, you may have been hurt in the past and just not communicated it. And so now you're internalizing that hurt towards yourself. And it manifests in the form of self-sabotage, right? So not responding to an important call, not responding to an important opportunity, an email, and just waiting until that last minute and just really setting yourself up. The sister to that is procrastination, right? Always late to appointments, always late. Procrastinating, waiting until the last minute. What it does is it helps to keep one as a victim. And if you're angry, victimization and anger, they go hand in hand, right? Needing to be the victim because someone did something to you. You know what? I'm going to create a perpetrator today. This person did this to me and it's their fault. And what that does is it keeps us away from accountability. We never really learn to be responsible for our own life experiences. And you and I both know that we have the power to create magic when we own our stuff, right? So I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope you gained something from it. Again, it's a byproduct of my personal experience. This is some serious transparency that's been happening with me in these video blogs. And it's a brand new day and it's time for us to just move and change. All right? I'm signing out, y'all. Love you. Thank you for watching me. Again, I hope that you find this useful. If you like it, please share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Sister Keisha with Movements for Change. Peace.